she like been very good to me. Before, say, when my mum died, she's been very good to me. Like she looked after me and everything, and yeah, she's been amazing. What she like been doing for me, and she is now actually. Uh, she like keeps an eye on me and everything. She's been wonderful. Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Sarah because when I first came to Advocacy for All and Sarah and I started working, I really knew how wonderful Sarah was just meeting her. It didn't take very long to know how skilled she was and what an incredible group worker she was and how she was going to work individually with people. But when I first met Sarah, there were things in her life that were tricky that she shared with me, that she was kind of going through. And there were times when it was up and down and she wasn't as confident. And I never for a single second doubted what a wonderful worker she was going to be. And it's been an absolute pleasure, and I feel a little tearful now, to watch her grow and to develop and to overtake me on so many of the skills. That is what is wonderful. I think, flipping heck, I can't do that. Why has she done this? Oh God, she did that well. And that is what this work is all about. And I feel in every way that I now learn from Sarah, and I so love working alongside her, and I admire her so much. And I know there are loads of opportunities out there for Sarah in the future. And she's going to be a person that I will keep in touch with no matter where our lives go, and I'll be watching for all the different lives that she touches. So I want to say I'm so proud to know you, Sarah. Thank you.
Well, listen, I know it sounds terrible, but nominating Teresa, she's been a real encouragement for me. The way she, as I say, looked after her dad. She's taught herself more or less how to cook. When she lived on her own, when she was telling me she couldn't even boil an egg, she was telling me. She said she was that bad. She got so depressed, she had to move back home. And after her mum died, she more or less took over. She took over looking after her dad. She looks on to me, sometimes in Gordon as well. She'll come and have a good chat with Gordon.
Oh yeah.
And Paul. But
yeah.
I look on to her as she's just like a what would say, like a bosom buddy, really, as they say, And
the proof of her flying is the beautiful work that she's produced for us, the beautiful animations. And Jan, you mentioned about watching the people you help facilitate surpass you. If you look on YouTube, you've got the older videos will have my title sequence, which is just literally Advocacy for All logos spinning on its axis.
Yeah.
And then turning to the front. And then compare that to the swirls of color and the spinning circles and the logo coming up beautifully animated. It was when she first produced that for us, I couldn't believe it, and was just so. I wasn't just impressed. I was really humbled. I was really humbled by her skills, really humbled by her technical ability on that. And then she's just gone from strength to strength with all the work that we've done.
I'd like to talk about my mum and how much she'd encouraged me, and that she's always been like there for me. She's helped me with my she's helped me with be independent. She means the absolute wealth to me. And yeah, and yeah, yeah, and you know, if she wasn't around now, I'd be like probably, you know, very sad, you know. But you know, she'd help me and she's helped me through a lot of things.
8 years more, give it a take. It was like, God, came just from, because this was long like before I started moving towards this way, like a kind of a friendship kind of took off type of thing, and it just became from like normal, like typical friends, into like almost headed towards like a sister that I've never had type of thing. So that's how like close like we are. So we start to us kind of to I started moving towards down here to the past 6 years.
I would also like to talk about my mum. So my mum has raised 4 children, 3 of which have disabilities or difficulties. So that's hard enough in itself. But she's always been the kind of mum that says, no, you can do it. I'm not doing it, you do it. So yeah, that's something I really want to get when I'm older, to be able to sort of sit there and be okay with how I am as a person. And that's definitely something I've learned from my mum, like my whole life. She's never tried to change me into anything that I wasn't, if that makes sense. Like surgery I had, that was all my decision, it was never hers. She's definitely put my life in my hands a lot, which I'm really grateful for, because obviously if she hadn't done that, I'm not sure I'd be the person I am, and I'd certainly not have the guts to sort of stand up and say when things aren't right, which she enabled me to do last summer when she accompanied me to my first ever protest, and I didn't think that would be something my mum did, but she went with me because it was something I wanted to do. And it's obviously a cause that she really believed in, or she wouldn't have went. She probably would have just said, don't go by yourself. And then I would have got very lost because I wasn't quite sure where I was going. But no, she's one of those mums that will support you to the ends of the earth, and then will openly point out when you are wrong to your face. She won't sort of hide it. She'll just be like, no, you're wrong. And then over the years you sort of get used to just go, okay, all right, mum. just for an easy life, really. Because yeah, but yeah, my mum really inspires me, but don't tell her. She'll think I'm going soft.